everybody, welcome back to www.GinaCooksPku.com and welcome to my kitchen. We are working on Thanksgiving and holiday recipes. Today I'm going to be sharing one of my favorites, my fresh cranberry relish, and this goes great on Thanksgiving or any holiday or any fall, autumn evening at home. I have water boiling rapidly on the stove. That is for our cranberries. And the first item we're going to use is a 12-ounce bag of cranberries. Doesn't matter what brand. I have Ocean Spray right here. But we're just going to drop those into a colander. Okay. And I'm going to rinse them really quickly, and I'm going to throw them into the vigorously boiling water. You can remove any cranberries that are already, I don't know, they've softened or they've gone to mush. Usually you'll find a few of them that's from sitting in the grocery stores on top of each other. Bag's pretty good. I've only found about 5 or 6 of them, but make sure you go through them and make sure you don't have too many of them. Okay, so I'm going to add the fresh cranberries to my boiling water, probably about 2 or 3 minutes, and they will pop. And once they start floating to the top and popping, then we're going to drain them through a colander and place them in our bowl, okay? So while that's working, I'm going to show you what to do with the second ingredient. The second ingredient, you can already hear them popping. I don't know if you hear it. I'm just going to lower the heat just a little bit because they're popping beautifully. The second ingredient, guys, you're pretty flexible. Oranges, tangerines, clementine, any kind of orange citrus will work, but I have to tell you, I don't know if you hear them popping, how cute they are. They sound like little Rice Krispie Pops. But the clementies are my favorite. They're the sweetest, and I love them. So the trick of the trade is to roll your clemente around, and you'll feel the skin loosen from the actual fruit. If you don't do this, you're going to be here all day peeling, okay, and it's not a good time. So I'm going to go ahead, and it feels like the skin has come loose. I'm going to start to peel that. Can you see how easy this is coming off, guys? Don't drive yourself crazy. Use my little tips. Once upon a time, I was in here peeling these things for hours. I kind of open it up, and then there'll be this middle thing. I just pull that out. And then I'll just add the clementies to my bowl. And a lot of mommies have asked me in the past, do you pit them? Do you take the pits out? I'm not worried about it, guys. I'm not sitting here and pitting all these clementies. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put them in a food processor or chopper, $19.99, Black & Decker, love it. I'm going to put them in my chopper, and I'm going to puree them. Worst case scenario, we eat a couple seeds and it's natural pectin and loaded with fiber, so a little bit more fiber, we're not going to complain. Alright guys, puree that. Okay. This smells so good. Okay, we have our clementies ready. Now I'm just going to check and make sure that our cranberries are ready. They're just about ready. I'm so excited. They're looking gorgeous. They're all popping. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my clementies to the bowl. The recipe also calls for the crushed pineapple. I really enjoy the dole. If I can't get a fresh pineapple and puree it myself, you would just get a pineapple, cut the skin off, cut the meat of the pineapple, and then puree it the same way you did your clementines. Right now, I can't find one that's really in season and sweet. I tried. So the next best thing, I think, is a can of crushed pineapple, and that's in 100% pineapple juice. The recipe that I have here, it calls for 1 can, an 8-ounce of this, but of course this isn't an 8-ounce. They make these cans larger and larger every year. So I'm going to go ahead. I have a half cup here, guys, so you're going to see me put a couple of these in. Okay, so that's 1/2 cup. And make sure you're getting that juice, because that's really what's going to sweeten your bowl. Now, I mentioned on my last video that I have been reducing our sugar intake and our sodium intake for all the apparent reasons. And this particular item recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar. Now guys, if you have sweet ripe fruit, then you're not going to need 2 cups of sugar. I would suggest putting in 1 cup or 1/2 cup at a time, and then going from there, and just do it upon your taste, how you like it. Our cranberries are ready. I'm going to go ahead and drain them. And I'm going to add these to the bowl. You want to really drain those well. Okay. And add them right to the bowl. Now, once you start mixing this together, the colors. Is this not Thanksgiving color or what? This is so beautiful. Guys, you're going to love this, I promise. It's delicious. Okay, now that I have the warm cranberries in here, I'm going to go add my sugar. And I found this, guys, in a Home Goods. You get really lucky around this time. I don't know if you have a Ross or a Marshalls or a Home Goods. But this is the evaporated organic cane sugar. And I love it. It's one of my favorites. Less processed. Remember what I said, the less processed, the better. But I'm going to go ahead and add 1/2 cup. And I know the recipe calls for a full cup, 2 cups. But remember what I said, that you want to taste it and then add as you go. If you have very bitter tasting unripened fruit, then you may possibly need the whole 2 cups. But we're going to wing it and see what it tastes like. This is fantastic. Maybe just 1 more. I like a lot of flavor, guys. And the cranberries are a little tart. So I'm going to go with 1 cup of sugar. And I just want to make sure that I get all my sugar in here. I just need 1 more tasting spoon. This is so good. This is so delicious, you guys. You won't believe how delicious this is. This would be great for even a morning snack next to your yogurt or just by itself. It is sweet, it's delicious, and look how beautiful this is, guys. Quickest recipe, I promise. The whole family will love it. Refrigerate it. It stays in the refrigerator a couple days beautifully, so you can make this beforehand. Serve it room temperature, warm or cold, chilled. Okay, guys, bon appetit. Enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.